I'm just loving playing music with my friends. Hi, my name is Maxine Kwok. I've been in the LSO First Violins since 2001, and this is my 25th year with the orchestra. I'd always known about the LSO ever since I was a child, so I sort of had this idea that I would love to be in the orchestra. Quite all-consuming, I think. And then the opportunity came when I was at the Royal Academy of Music. LSO have this amazing string experience scheme, which has been running for, at least, I'd say 30 years now. So I auditioned for that, thinking, I really, really hope I get an opportunity to be on this scheme. And I did. It's so funny to look back now and having sat with people who have now been my colleagues, but remembering sitting with them for the first time as this very, very scared green kind of student. Getting the job and coming in for my first day, I just felt so happy. I remember we were preparing for a trip to Daytona Beach in Florida, which was a residency the LSO had. And I think my first official day was a concert with Sir Colin Davis and Mitsuko Uchida. So that was been the opening concert of the Barbican in September '01. I can remember pretty clearly so many recordings because, of course, I'm a huge film buff. I love movies, I love movie music. Just before I actually joined the orchestra, I was able to do a lot of sessions for The Phantom Menace. But then when I actually became a member, the next film was coming, Attack of the Clones. So that was pretty much, I think, almost the first recording I did as an actual member of the orchestra. So I remember that very, very, very fondly. And of course, being a huge fan of Star Wars really made it very special. So there's been many, many memorable moments in the studio of which I feel very, very privileged to have been a part of. I think the most memorable tour would have been the time we went to New York and I had a big birthday and we had a concert on that day, and actually family came out to New York as well, and it was really very, very, very special to be in such a sort of dynamic place to play a concert, which obviously the orchestra is just so important to me. To sort of celebrate it in that way, it really stays in my memory, even though it was a little while ago now. There have been obviously so many wonderful concerts. One I really sticks out in sort of a more recent memory is the first concert we did back at the Barbican after COVID. That was immensely special. Obviously, it was with Simon Rattle, and I just remember being in tears. Having the audience there was an announcement, welcome to the Barbican. The whole audience just went crazy.
Good afternoon and welcome back to the Barbican Hall. For your comfort and safety, please stay behind.
And we played, and it was for an audience of people, and it felt so special, and just it was like we're back. And yeah, I wasn't the only person crying for sure, but I'll never forget that feeling. Being a part of the LSO, the most important thing for me is the connections and the friendships that happen. Of course, high-level music making is just part of the day-to-day DNA of the orchestra and why people love to see the orchestra and they love to be a part of it. But for me, it is so much more about the people and the people I'm working with and that I'm spending all this time with. Being a part of an orchestra is a huge commitment. It's like having this big family around you. So that has been the kind of core for me of my time in the orchestra, that I'm just loving playing music with my friends.